Hey there, guys. Again, for, well, maybe I shouldn't say how many times, but this has happened before. This is not the first time. But, again, after doing a stream in my vehicle, after doing a mobile stream in my vehicle's Wi-Fi was auto-connected to turn on. Again, I never have this turned on. I have it completely shut off. It should not be turned on. And when I started my vehicle, there were very obviously different things. There were obviously changes that had been made. Because again, my Wi-Fi was turned on my vehicle's computer when I always have this turned off. And again, this is right after doing a stream in my vehicle, where after I do this stream, my vehicle's Wi-Fi is automatically turned on. So basically, again, I'll explain what's happening. Basically, the police in the area that are asshole, douchebag pieces of shit, faggots, that do sort of whatever they want. Again, they're not real police, they're criminals. And they go around and incriminate. And since, they don't like, being upstaged, and they don't like it when somebody points out the fact that they're not policing the area or doing their jobs at all, they go and they start harassing people and causing problems for them. And it looks like things like that, where they're sitting there and activating Wi-Fi and stuff like that in vehicles and all kinds of things for purposes of tracking you. Illegally. Again, illegally. But that's exactly why they're doing it. And, again, this is right after, again, I'm talking about using my vehicle for the first time after I did a stream. And again, my Wi-Fi was randomly on. Nobody has access to my vehicle except for me. And my Wi-Fi was randomly turned on, even though it should just be off all the time. And it was very blatantly obvious there have been some things that were changed. So again, this is multiple times we've talked about this already happening, where I do a stream in my vehicle and things are different. My Wi-Fi is on, where people were again trying to connect to the vehicle remotely, because again, the Wi-Fi should not be fucking on. If I had it turned off, it should not fucking be on. So why am I starting my vehicle after doing a YouTube stream, YouTube, garbage piece of trash shit YouTube that doesn't do anything about a Russian fucking stalker scammer that's masquerading as a Russian, stalking people, that multiple times after a stream where somebody is, again, I just received an email from somebody, a random motherfucker using Proton VPN, which I told you he was using, which I very intelligently figured out and gave you the fucking proof of it and evidence of it and told you about it. And you still didn't do anything. I figured that out. And meanwhile, I get a scam email from somebody using Proton. All around all this happening, again, he's getting very aggressive because, again, this dumb piece of shit stalker knows that people are seeing this, that I reported this. The state police are aware of what's going on. And, again, the very last time I streamed, remember, from my vehicle was not all that long ago. If you remember, very recently, and the very next time I use my vehicle, my Wi-Fi is auto on, just connected. Shouldn't be even on. I literally have it off all the time. It's not even connected to a Wi-Fi. I don't even have it connected to a Wi-Fi. There is not a single Wi-Fi typed into there or has ever been connected to there. Yet it's on. Interesting. And again, I had it off. And there's all these settings that are changed. Gee. I wonder what's happening. And how many times do I have to say this? How many times does this happen on stream where garbage piece of fucking trash YouTube allows terrorism to go on here? Where again, terrorists are sitting on here meddling with streamers' vehicles. They're actually sitting here trying to hack their vehicles. I already told you guys and showed you proof of how my mom's car was literally blown up in Walmart parking lot. Let me remind you, Walmart parking lot. Where all this shit goes on, where all this crime happens, because Walmart is incredibly fucking irresponsible. We've discussed this before. It is literally their problem. They're irresponsible. All this crime goes on because Walmart is irresponsible. And, again, all while this is going on, her car, again, blows up in Walmart parking lot. And again, the last time I fucking streamed from my vehicle, again, was very recently. And the Wi-Fi was not connected. And, again, it was the very next time I started my vehicle. Settings, things are different, changed. This is how disgusting this platform is. I have all this evidence. Every time something happens, and I've said this multiple streams, many times this has happened. They've had plenty of fucking time to do anything. What a garbage platform. What a disgusting piece of shit. Fuck you, YouTube. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourselves, you assholes. Because again, none of this happens unless you enable it, unless you allow these assholes to do these things while I'm streaming. That's the only way. You know it. And you know full fucking well that's what's doing it. You facilitate it. You allow this to happen. You know full fucking well it's the reason why they're killing PCs and anything that isn't wireless. You know full fucking well. You know full well. Yep, we go down to zero concurrence the very second I fucking say it. Yep, we had 3 instantly down to 0. You know full well, YouTube, what you're up to, you dumb fucking ass piece of shit terrorist organization. Fuck you. Fuck you. You terrorist organization. You Indian-run terrorist organization. You stupid Indian-run piece of garbage terrorist organization. Fuck you. Assholes. Go fuck yourself, YouTube. Years. this stalker is on this platform. Years. This stalker is on here typing sexual things in my chats. Impersonating people. Stealing content. Fucking with my channel. Learning more information through your systems. Because you are irresponsible. Well, I have news for Walmart. You're the same fucking way. That's the reason all this crime is happening, and then you are checking receipts at the door and stopping people when you should never do that. It is literally fucking illegal to do that. You can't ever do it, and you do it on practice. Your employees are so dumb. They're stopping people. You're fucking retarded. And meanwhile, the entire time I'm in your fucking store, the person that's supposed to do something about theft, the person that's supposed to do something about theft is following around the customer that's a good paying customer that's in there all the time, randomly walking about, having conversations with other employees, not doing his job, because again, if he was doing his job, he has all these cameras, he has a list of items. As the fucking thing rings them up at the self-checkout, they literally fucking track each item. There's a fucking picture of it. They can literally go into the system and pull up your receipt. They are literally standing there. They have 2 fucking employees watching you as you ring items up. And not only that, if you refuse to give them the receipt, they can go into the system and simply reprint it. So if you actually stole something, you're on camera, they have all the proof, and they can report it later. They cannot and should not stop you. Idiots! That is you not doing your job. Period. And meanwhile, all you're doing is following me around and talking to people when you shouldn't. And then meanwhile, the thing I complain about, where you supposedly can ask for a receipt for something because it wasn't bagged, and then I point out that I can't fucking bag a 12-pack of soda because, again, you have to be a complete fucking retard to think that I could. And in fact, some stores say, please do not bag this. It could damage the weight system. And meanwhile, you have dumbass employees so fucking stupid, they're actually asking for a receipt because you didn't bag a 24-pack of fucking soda. And then this is all over fucking YouTube. I can go on YouTube and find endless videos of Walmart employees harassing customers and asking them for a receipt. And I even see a video of an employee gripping a cart and preventing the employee, the customer from leaving. And all he has in the entire cart is 4 24 packs of fucking soda. And this guy gets asked for a receipt and refuses because, again, the point is, how the fuck is he gonna bag 24-pack of soda? You goddamn retards. And then they, literally fucking act stupid about it. You're so dumb. And meanwhile, this guy that's causing all this problem, all he has to do is his job instead of standing there and having conversations and doing nothing the entire time. That's all he has to do. That's the problem. Because he's just not doing his fucking job. So therefore, there's all this fucking crime, and then they start asking for receipts, even though they shouldn't. And even Walmart's own policy system states that if you ask for a receipt and the customer refuses, you must say thank you and be courteous to the person. You must let them go. You cannot stop them or demand it. Because I have news for you, the fucking thing may not have even printed a fucking receipt. Maybe they just walked away and didn't get one. It doesn't fucking matter. It is a violation of their constitutional rights to stop them and detain them. They are now legally bound to the things they purchased. That is a legally binding. The purchase they just made. They own that shit, and you are trying to detain them on their property. You have any idea how fucking illegal that is? It sounds like you're trying to steal their property right after they bought it from you. It sounds like a scam. That's what it fucking sounds like. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, it's still happening, and it's still happening really badly. Like, really, really, really badly. People are fucking stupid. And, this is the same store where, again, my mom's car is blown up in the parking lot. Same store where that same parking lot, I found 3 to 4 different illegal things going on in the lot because they simply don't have security. Very high volume store. They have security, like they hire them, but they don't do anything. Right, like that's the point. My point is that they are hired security, that these high volume stores have them, and they just don't do anything. Like, so the point is, continually I see people at Walmart not doing their jobs. This is a regular fucking thing. It has always been a regular fucking thing. I mean, I'm not saying just like at other places there's not a good employee here and there, but the point is I see consistently management and people further up doing jack squat. So, yeah, says anybody that doesn't want to listen to somebody else's bitching. Like that's just, that literally anybody says that doesn't want to hear somebody else bitch. I mean, Jesus Christ. So, can I say something? Like, I think it's incredibly stupid for a fast food place to hand somebody their drink and not give them the straw at the same time. I think that is incredibly fucking stupid and incredibly annoying. There has been multiple times where, again, like, the food is always good and hot and ready, but I'm sitting here waiting for it, and I have my drink, but no straw. And they always give it to you in the bag, so I'm sitting here, and I could have my drink, but they didn't give me a straw. So, like, just bad form. Like, you didn't think about that at all. Like, that's just stupidity. That is dumb as shit. That is dumb as fuck. Whatever manager thinks that's a better idea than again, just remembering the straw, you're stupid. That's dumb as fuck. Hand somebody a straw with their drink. Jeez. Dumb. More dumb mistakes. Like, just managers making dumb fucking mistakes, things you should never fucking do. Things you can rationalize and figure out with logic. That's all I'm saying. Like, it really is that. Just be smarter about that. Think about it for a second. If you're the person in the car, would you want your straw with your drink? Okay, now think about why you might want that. Well, it's the times when you're waiting on your food, right? Yeah. So what? Because, like, why the fuck did you hand them the drink in the first place if they can't drink it? So anyway, that is the law. You cannot stop somebody. You cannot stop somebody because, again, and especially because they have every means to track and prove that you purchased that. Again, they have cameras, they have receipts, they have all that stuff. They can reprint it, they can look it up in the system, they can do anything that they want to do to prove you bought that. And not only that, it's not your fault that they can't prove you didn't bought it. If they have a self-checkout system and you are using that self-checkout system, you know what I mean? They can't just randomly and suddenly impose checking receipts without having this as a regular thing where everybody's aware this is a regular fucking thing that they do. Some stores get away with doing it because they're memberships and it's part of your membership. That's not the case here. And not only that, they still can't stop you. They can't. If you would push your cart out the door and they would try to stop you, actually, they're still, like, technically, like, assault almost. Like, they're preventing you from leaving and stuff like that. If it would be any injuries or stuff, they'd be liable during the process. And so, like, that's the whole point. Like, they actually just can't do that. They just have to get the pictures, look at the stuff, prove it, and then if it's the case, then fine. Because innocent until proven guilty. Like, this, like, again, like, you're sitting here trying to assume somebody, there's nothing. And then not only that, you're not even enforcement. You're just, like, there's no probable cause in the first place, and you're not even enforcement. You're just somebody that works at Walmart, told to check a receipt. And you don't even understand the fact that you're supposed to let them go. Because, again, some bad manager told you that you are to check every receipt if they don't have a bag, no exceptions, and that's a bad manager. They're fucking stupid. It's always good though. I mean, it really wasn't that big a deal. It's gonna be annoying if it's like every time, and it is every time. It's just how they do it. So like the point is, you know, as I would sit there and wait for my food, there's times when I want my drink, I can't have it, you know? That's all. That's not that big a deal. Like, I'm just saying that. But it doesn't make any sense. You want the customer to feel like the decision you make benefits them, especially when it's like feels to the customer like a negligible cost. Obviously, I understand extra straws aren't, that adds up, but to the customer, it's going to feel that way. It's just a straw. So, you know, account for that. If that's the sort of thing where you need to account for it when your inventory is missing, because people do that, they hand out extra, and you run out, buy an extra box. Account for it on your supply, on your budget. That's all you have to do. Now again, don't go crazy. Still moderate it like you would, but now you're not as concerned about extra straws. And you're probably going, oh, well, easy said than done. Well, all right. How much extra something else are you buying? Could you maybe go one box less of something else that's really expensive, and all we're talking about is a case of straws? Probably. How many bags of soda syrup do you think are sitting in the back piled up, not being used? Each one of those is like 50, 60, 70 bucks a pop, I think, depending on store availability. I'm just accounting for inflation. It used to be less than that. I'm just assuming it's more by now. Great fry. Holy crap. That's good stuff. Oh man, smells so good. So, we'll find out. Oh, man. Man, things up on like that. There's something over there. Alright, well, I'll go. something else really weird. Oh, oh, there we go. Alright, let me see here. Oh, geez, hold on. Sorry. I'm playing really loud copyright music, guys, so sorry about that. Just try not to, sorry. This is a very far cart return. I've walked half the parking lot to put my cart back. Walked half the parking lot to put my car back. So there was no like initial person standing there this time, which is good. There really shouldn't be someone doing that. They got plenty of cameras and they got a whole team. Like, that's what they're supposed to be for. You know, that's why I have all that stuff. So, you know, it's just the sort of thing where you should be able to do, you know, what I just did, where you can get in and get out. I mean, like, again, if they would have more real employees at the registers instead of self-checkouts, this wouldn't be a problem. But again, there's really no real employee anymore. I don't think there was a single employee at a cash register just now. And even if there was, there's always like just one, and they're backed up. And then not only that, but like, this really is a regular thing. Like, they're going down to no cash registers and stuff like that. Like real cash registers, real cashiers. Like just self-checkout. So if you can't properly allow the customer to self-checkout without questioning whether or not they're stealing, again, you have cameras and you have an entire receipt system and you can track all the items. So again, that is your fucking problem. That is your problem. If you cannot trust them to do that, that is your problem, because you decided to have self-checkouts. You must manage that, and you cannot violate people's rights and be all invasive and assume that they're thieves because you have a self-checkout. Well, that's what that does. You know, when you randomly ask for a receipt because somebody didn't bag something, and then they even offer that, oh, you didn't bag it, so therefore you think I stole it. You know, like, again, especially when, like I pointed out earlier, I can find a video of the guy grabbing the cart and yanking it away, a Walmart employee, from a customer. And the point is, they stopped him because he didn't bag his stuff, but every one of the things that he had was too big to bag. He had 24 packs of soda, and they were all the same. It was very easy to see. It was very quick to deduce that nothing had happened there. And, you know, it's like, you don't use your head to know that guy can't even bag those things, so it's completely invalid to begin with, let alone the fact that it's absurd that you're not using your system to track this properly and then learn who's actually stealing instead of harassing customers. Because that's all it feels, and that's all you're doing. You actually can't stop somebody. You don't have a right to. You can't detain them. Police can't do it either. They can't. They would have to have probable cause. They would have to come and also agree that, like, if you have full proof that there was really no reason to do that in the first place, I mean, they appeared to have bought the items, they have to sort of agree, you know, like, they gotta kind of do the same thing. Like, the whole point of them is to be looking for people that are breaking the law, not wasting their time trying to incriminate innocent people. That's a huge waste of fucking time. You're just creating a war process between you and other good citizens, and then criminals can actually be criminals. It's really messed up, but that's, you know, like, that's what you're gonna do with that. So, like, that's the problem. Where you see all this crime going on at that store, where I can point all the stuff out, because a bunch of people on those assets protection teams are not doing their jobs. Flat out. And again, it boils down to the fact that I have news for you. Assets protections are managed by, like, regular, like, managers at the store. And the regular managers at the store do not understand security risks and stuff like that. They don't. They do not fucking understand it. The managers at the store level should not be higher than assets protection. In the sense that they, you know what I mean? Like, yes, they should be able to reprimand them, but at the same time, like, there should be somebody that checks in and keeps these people and you know, like, essentially, like, make sure they're doing their jobs properly, because they're clearly not. So that's all I'm saying. And, you know, like I said, like, this time, clearly I didn't have any issues, but I also didn't see the person this time, so maybe it was just, like, that the person was off or something. You know what I mean? Because it's very rarely the time when I go in there and I don't see that person, just period, just all around. Like, again, like, the point is, that's a manager that makes their presence known, not assets protection. Not the guy that wears plain clothes for a reason. That is very clearly not really trying to be noticed by people and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. He shouldn't be doing stuff like that. It's, like, not his job. I'm not saying you gotta be, like, rude to other employees and not talk to them, but I'm just saying, like, if it looks like what you're doing is kind of just going around and sparking a conversation, then you're not finding a more constructive, smart way to do your job. Because then it just looks like employees talking. And that's really distracting. Like, again, people will see you, they'll notice you. It's not blending like you think it is. It's out of the ordinary. Like, you shouldn't do that. People notice it. Just like the guy trying to hide at the end of the aisle or something like that. It's not very good at his job. There's just, like, smarter ways of doing it. Therapy is for people that want somebody to see somebody and talk to somebody, because it makes those people feel better about that person talking to somebody. Therapy doesn't actually help people. It's true. I mean, once in a while people like meet a friend or somebody that's actually like helpful or something like that. But for the most part, people that do therapy, like, they just confirm things they already know and end up just talking about stuff all over again, and it makes it worse. Again, like, people just want a solution to something so they can feel better about their anxiety about this thing. Like, people get really worried and all upset and concerned about this thing and want this, this person needs therapy or something like that. And meanwhile, they're literally just saying that because they're uncomfortable with, how they feel about, how that person is, like, saying or something like that. And, again, words are just words, So it's hilarious how much time somebody is willing to put into convincing, people and stuff like that, like manipulation, like real full-on manipulation over other people, because they have anxiety about what that other person is saying. And again, that other person is just saying some stuff. They're not doing anything. But the other people actually take action, manipulate, lie, or whatever. And then the other person, again, it's more about the, making the other person, the other people feel better. That now they can feel better that person, has a therapist, and because it's even called that, almost it was like it makes people feel better, because they feel like they're in some sort of therapy or something like that. Like, what do you think happens? Like some sort of magic trick or something? No, honestly, like, it's just a way for people, people are just trying to confirm whether or not somebody's insane, and then if they are, sort of keep them in check and stuff like that. This is what people do. And then meanwhile, they don't realize how insane and psychotic they are for doing that, and wanting to control somebody, and like, especially if something, doesn't affect you or have anything to do with you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where somebody would just one-off say that you need therapy, or, like something like that. But obviously we know the person saying that is a stalker. Like, obviously that's, like, we know that. But I'm just saying, like, in general, other than that person, it's always kind of funny because, they're projecting, their feelings on other people and not understanding that. It's like, well, if you're just watching a stream, you just fucking turn it off. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Or like, like in real life, unless somebody's like following you around and harassing you and stalking you, you can just walk away from them. Like they're saying something, you don't like it, walk away. You know what I mean? Don't make it worse. Don't approach. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, yeah, like, that's fair. People have a right to say what they want. That is free speech. Yeah, I mean, like, they got a right. But that's where you have the right to walk away and ignore and exercise your right to say nothing. I can't express how annoying it is when people use turn signals at the last fucking second, and then I sit there waiting for no reason. Hey, dude. Hey, faggot that's behind me. Hey, you want to calm the fuck down a little bit, jackass? Hey, faggot. You want to calm down a little bit with your bright-ass fucking headlights? Hey, faggot. You want to calm down a little bit with your bright-ass fucking headlights, you stupid fucking piece of shit? You want to calm down and follow at a safe distance, you dumb fuck? You want to calm the fuck down? Because you're a little fucking close, you dumb fuck. How fast would you like me to go? Oh, is 2 miles over the speed limit not enough for you? Is that too fast? Do you want me to go faster? Is that not fast enough for you? Is 2 miles over the speed limit not fast? Do you want me to go faster? That you're swerving all over the place in your truck in the center of the road and shit like that, with your already bright-ass fucking headlights that look purple in my mirrors that are illegal, that should have gotten you pulled over 1,000,000 times, but probably didn't. Yep. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm literally going up a mountain, and this guy is this aggressive. I'm going up a mountain, and this guy is tailgating me this aggressively. He just cannot handle the fact that I want to drive the speed limit going up a mountain. Very interesting. Okay. That was very, very interesting that, like, this guy had to do that. So I let him pass as soon as I had a chance to, like there was a spot where I could, like, pull to the side a little bit, because there's no shoulder around here. So I mean, like, he obviously wanted to go faster, so I mean, I let him. But you got to consider the fact that, like, still, man, like, that's really messed up. You shouldn't be doing that. He's like gone, man. He is gone. He took off. He is going fast. Like seriously, and he's in a big ass truck. He is going fast. Again, like, he is gone. And understand that there's like we're still, like, there's like ice and stuff like that. There's all these snowstorms. And this guy is driving like this. Like, we still have, like, a warning yet. Like, there's another one coming, I think. I'm not 100%, but I think there's still a little bit of a warning in place. And like, again, like, it's cold enough for ice, so I just don't understand why you're gonna act like that. He is gone. He is gone. We got him even, and again, I'm not going fast to try to catch up to him or anything, so I don't know how, like, where he went or how far he went, but that's kind of my point. He's gone. So I just, like, pulled over to the side to let him go past, man. What the hell? Why would he be driving like that? I mean, like, it was like a Dodge Ram. That's what it looked like. It was like a Dodge Ram. He's gone. Like, I didn't even see where he would have gone. He's just gone. I have no clue. Completely disappeared. I didn't see him down any, like, side streets or anything either. is gone. So yeah, I mean, just, you know, you can just figure, like, and honestly, I don't get that with a lot of, like, cars and stuff. I don't get it nearly as much as with cars. I get it with the big pickup trucks, where they very clearly got that vehicle to be intimidating. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I see it happening primarily with. I mean, almost every single time this happens, it's and bright fucking headlights where it's like it's asshole lights, you know, like it's like you want people to see you and you want to be seen. You get what I'm saying? Like it's blinding, sort of, you know. And they were. They weren't high beams or anything. They were just. He had like some center ones that were added, and they were bright as hell, and they were like on his grill. They were like added. They were like on his grill, not part of the main. And it's like, how are you not getting pulled over for this stuff? And it's like purple and bright, and then like his main headlights have like a slight purplish tint to them, and they're really bright. He's clearly modding it. It's like a Dodge Ram. And this is the guy that pressures people to drive fast. So obviously I don't need to tell you how he gets away with it. Obviously you guys have probably already figured out how he gets away with that. But it's really messed up. Obviously that shouldn't be happening. Yeah, I mean, like, it's sort of clear, but I mean, like, it's a graying sky, so, like, I mean, I guess it could. I don't know. It's hard to say. With snow, it's always hard to say. Just sort of looking at the sky, you have to kind of look at radar. With rain, it's a little bit easier. Sky, so you can kind of tell, because like you can, you know what I mean, like, and then like you can always feel. It's a little bit easier to feel the pressure, obviously, with those systems. And you got the wind and stuff, but you know, not necessarily, you know, like snow. You know, it's just all calm, and just all of a sudden, there's just a ton of snow falling on the ground. 20 minutes ago, you swear you saw some stars. You know, there's just all the snow coming in. Yeah, I mean, that happens, you know. That's how it works. One's a high pressure system, one's a low pressure system. And you know, I mean, like obviously when you have mixed, you know what you get with that. Obviously, then that's a little different. You know, like obviously the snow rain mix, that's gonna be pretty obvious. That's like sort of more like a normal storm. Okay, dude, I'm done with your stupid fucking shit, man. I'm done with you. You're dumb as fuck. This dumb Cray-America 962. Like, dude, you're the one going over all my content typing the most random, stupid fucking shit I have ever read. Like, Alpha Bravo, Charlie, like you're fucking calling in some fucking reinforcements or some stupid fucking shit like that. Again, like, you're in my chat to tell me that I'm supposedly disrespecting minimum wage workers. That's what you came in my chat to type. Which is not true. But you came in my chat to type something not true. At all. Literally just not what I was doing. At no point was I generally disrespecting minimum wage workers. And not only that, Walmart doesn't hire minimum wage workers. They make $15 an hour, you dumb, uneducated fuck. So I want to remind you, that's not minimum wage, you dumb, uneducated fuck. Okay? So in America, Mr. Cray-America, minimum wage is, still around fucking $7 an hour. It ain't fucking 15 where it should be. Okay? It should be there. That's where it should be. But Donald Orange dickhead piece of shit Trump has yet to do a goddamn thing about that. Okay? So shut the fuck up with your dumb, uneducated, stupid-ass fucking comments about me supposedly disrespecting minimum wage workers, because, again, it's not what I was doing. I was calling out a disrespectful, dumb fuck. That's what I was doing. And I was calling out any other disrespectful, dumb fucks, like yourself. I wasn't disrespecting minimum wage workers. Okay? So shut the fuck up, you dumb motherfucker. You sound, again, like a retard, because, again, all you're doing is going around to all of my videos and typing Bravo, Charlie, Alpha, bullshit, dumb, unintelligible crap that nobody fucking cares about. And then, again, what you came in my chat to say in this stream was a Trump supporter would never talk about minimum worker this way, and again, that I'm supposedly disrespecting minimum wage workers. So again, dumb fuck, not at any point what I was doing. I was sticking up for people that, again, don't deserve to be stopped at a door after buying things that, again, they are legally bound to now. There's a legal fucking binding fucking law. Okay? You buy something from a fucking merchant, that is legally binding. They cannot fucking stand there and demand a receipt. You just fucking bought it. You own it. Okay? So again, at no point was this in any way disrespecting towards minimum wage workers. A, because they don't make minimum wage, they make more than that. Stupid. B, again, because literally not even close to what I was saying. Again, stupid. So again, I want to call out who is dumb, who is stupid on this who looks dumb. Okay? The person supporting Obama, Democrats, and intelligent things, or the person who's MAGA coming in chat saying something out of context, not true, and quite frankly, stupid. And again, this same dumb motherfucker is going around on all of my content, leaving stupid fucking comments like Bravo, Charlie, alpha, yada, yada, yada. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's your dumb fucking comment again. So if they make more money, it's okay for you to disrespect them. Did I say that? Dumb fuck? Is that what I said? Dumb fuck? See, this is how dumb you are. You're dumb as fuck. That is a dumb fucking... You literally just proved how fucking stupid you are. I never said that. You're dumb. I was simply disproving that they're minimum wage workers. At no point did I say that. You're fucking stupid. Nope. Nope. You said that just now. In your statement, you did. I never said that. You just said that. I didn't. You did. At no point did I say that. You did, though. You just typed it. That's what you just did. You typed it and you said it. You were trying to get that statement put in my mouth. So you, in fact, said it. Manipulation. Yes, MAGA. Sounds about right. Yep. Dumb fuck. Retard. And you know it. You know that's what you're doing. Stupid. Because you know full fucking well that's not what I said. Literally just fucking go back and tell. It's not fuck close to what I said, dumbass. Retard. Idiot. Disrespect them? You're stupid. You're stupid as fuck. Yes, it's okay to talk disrespectfully to adults. Yes, it's okay. Yep, especially ones that deserve it, because again, words can't hurt you. You are an adult and you should be able to take it. And if again, what you are doing doesn't deserve it, why wouldn't it just be a funny joke? Right? That shit would be funny. You'd be like, haha, that's hilarious, because that's not what I'm doing. That must be a joke, haha. Otherwise, if you're so offended by it, clearly you are in the wrong. Clearly, you feel in the wrong, dumb fuck. So again, when you're the adult, stupid. Yeah, you're dumb as fuck. Again, another stupid fucking statement from MAGA. Look at how dumb this fucking statement is. At no point did I say that. Literally, you just did. You, Cramerica 962, literally just made the statement that he has no respect for the working man. Comma, sad. See, you said it, not me. Even made a statement, period. You made that statement. You just made the statement that you have no respect for the working man. Sad. Yeah, that is sad that you don't respect the working man. That is fucking sad. Because that's what you just said. You just said it in my chat. Nobody was saying this. In fact, I have quite frankly stuck up for people that work hard. Yeah, you're saying that, dumb fuck. And then another dumb statement asking if somebody is okay because they seem... No, again, this is you being upset. You're all triggered because I'm calling you out on how fucking stupid you are. See, now it gets personal. See how he's getting personal now? He has lost the debate and he makes it personal. Says, you okay? That's a personal asking me if I'm okay, trying to make it personal. Then pointing out that it seems like I'm upset. Nobody's upset. You're just dumb. You're fucking stupid. And again, makes it personal immediately. Because he's fucking wrong. He literally has been proven wrong. He has lost the debate. He looks like a retard. And so he immediately makes it personal. Dumb fuck. The fuck out of my chat. Get the fuck out of my chat. Sorry. I was done with that loser. Jeez, people are dumb. You know he came in here for that, right? That's literally why he came in here. Oh, yes, normal people remove their likes. Again, I cannot stress enough that, it's just all the same stalker it's been. It's all the same stalker it's been. You know, again, like, just the same stuff we keep seeing. Again, if this faggot that was all triggered was in here and he didn't like me to begin with, he wouldn't be in here commenting on my shit. He wouldn't have liked the stream to begin with. It wouldn't have been him removing that like. This stalker's just trying to press the same fucking bullshit they always fucking do. And don't let this distract you from all the times that he had hundreds of plus accounts, liked the stream up to a certain number, started removing the likes, yada yada yada. You get the picture. Nothing any different. It's just an attempt to, at the trending, at some of the new, viewers that we might be getting. It's just an attempt to, be detractors, or, cause some sort of defamation towards these people. Again, this person is a very serious stalker. They doxed my family, they doxed my ad, they fucking flat out had my street address typed into the title of a video on their channel for an entire fucking year on this platform, and YouTube did nothing, okay? So, again, this is why I was, I talked about this earlier, and I know some of us heard this earlier, but for some of us that didn't, and might be coming in now, this is why we're talking about this, okay? This is a very serious stalker that YouTube has done absolutely nothing about, and has been, again, it's been so serious as this person's been reported to the state police. So, it is very serious, and it's literally just continuing every single stream that we have. Like I said, that person continued to do that, and they're masquerading on that channel to try to stay under the radar. But the whole point is they said that conveniently after I pointed out the fact that I got, a fucking scam email even prior to the stream. And again, this person just will not stop. I'm getting emails, I'm getting spam messages. They're trying on every platform. Again, it is stalking, it is harassment. And, again, we did dox their Steam account. So any pen tester, anybody that wants to sit here and make this person's life miserable, feel free. Because this person is a disgusting individual that sat here and literally just took pictures off social media and made fake social media accounts, said sexual things in chat about people, is trying to dox information, get people hurt. I mean, geez. He knows that if he knows that a certain individual could be hurt by what he says, and other people would be influenced by what this person says if heard out of context, and he knows this, and he puts this in a fucking chat, and he continuously tries to masquerade appearing to be this person and stuff like that, getting people to see their info, is very clear to tell what he is doing. He's trying to get harm to come to this person, and he's trying to get a bunch of people to dislike this person, okay? He's trying to get them to see somebody in a very specific light, just to get harm to come to them. He doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know jack shit. Just like he sits here and he chat and says he knows my entire routine and stuff. No, he doesn't. It's made up. He thinks he's scaring me, but he's not. And the whole point is that he might be scaring other people, but again, not me. And so that's the whole point. It's just he enjoys making people scared. This is what he enjoys. So again, I cannot stress enough that this doesn't stop. Somebody that gets off on that That's very clearly a behavior that you do not allow, you do not enable. You know, again, YouTube enabled this. They have policies. They did not follow their own policies to remove this person. That it escalated to the point that I felt the need to actually call the state police and report this. Okay, this person used several accounts to come in chat several times and said that they were... Now, again, I don't necessarily believe this person to be a Taco Bell employee, but they did. They said they worked at Taco Bell and threatened to kill me if I ever went back to Taco Bell again. And as you guys know, that very day, I went to Taco Bell, not giving a flying fuck. Yep, that's exactly what I did. That literally the very next thing I did was I got in my car and I drove to Taco Bell. Because I literally know that he's just literally a terrorist sitting here trying to scare people. But the whole point is if he uses this information, he can get, again, he could actually get a group of people and manipulate the wrong person to do something terrible. Because that's how these things work. And I cannot express enough that the last time, again, remember, I very recently streamed from my vehicle. After that stream, and again, this has happened before, but I don't use the Wi-Fi, I don't turn it on, it should not have ever been connected, nobody has access to my vehicle. So for me to find my Wi-Fi turned on and all these settings changed the very next time I use my vehicle, this is very serious. And I have already told you that I had warning signs and I had very, very clear tampering happening after doing a stream simply sitting in my vehicle. As well as other things that made me think, again, that somebody is, yes, absolutely trying to get here and meddle around with vehicles. Sit here and meddle around with Wi-Fi in vehicles. Now, if I tell you I did not turn on a fucking setting, especially Wi-Fi in a car, and nobody else has access to my car, and I know this definitively, I don't go in there, I don't fucking hit the button, I don't use it. There's no possible way for that to come on except for somebody to have done it illegally. That's evidence to me. That's reportable fucking evidence to me. Because, again, I can confirm nobody has access. Nobody. So how the fuck is this thing continually having this problem and then conveniently after I do a stream from my vehicle? Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And again, this platform is disgusting for allowing this. They're fucking disgusting. Because they know full well that this was going on. I was reporting this, I was talking about it. They could have paid attention to it and actually done something. But they didn't. You know, they're too busy with their goddamn fucking heads up their asses about how they know everything, yet when you email them and try to talk to them, they're some of the dumbest motherfuckers that you have ever tried to deal with in customer service. Again, like literally, they just will not help, will not do anything. Period. Nothing. Their job is to do nothing. Because I definitely remember plenty of times that I come across policies against all of these things where you could have done something and you didn't. Just like the entire year, 2 years that I went reporting this and you didn't respond at all. Cold turkey, no response whatsoever. What a completely unprofessional way to conduct your business. Just don't respond. Completely unprofessional. And, again, it's still happening. You see it in the chat where this asshole is masquerading as these people. In my chat. Just for the sakes of saying stupid fucking shit. I'm trying to get harm to come to people, trying to manipulate people. MAGA are some of the most easily manipulated dumb motherfuckers on the fucking planet. They sit there and they actually believe anything this orange stupid motherfucker says. Yeah! Yeah, we're talking about that. We're talking about a bunch of fucking retards. Yeah. Again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what they struggle with. And I got news for you. Yeah, it's sort of like the thing where, instead of being good at academics and excelling in school and stuff like that, all these fucking assholes ever did is act like that. So, they acted out in school too and acted like jackasses growing up too. Didn't learn anything. Got in trouble, expelled, whatever it is. And now, these fucking faggots, they're not any different. They're just driving big-ass fucking pickup trucks, swerving around all over the place, pressuring you to drive faster. And if you don't, well, they're going to ride your bumper and tailgate you and flash your lights and then illegally pass you, speed off down the road with a plow hitch on the front, hit a trash can, almost crash, almost kill people. They don't care. Just so they can get their destination maybe a minute and a half sooner. What a retard. What a goddamn stupid fucking asshole. It's like the impatient douchebag that was behind me earlier. Where I'm going up a mountain and this guy can't follow at a safe distance. He must tailgate. Going up a mountain. He must. It's literally as simple as letting off the gas a little bit because it's, again, a fucking mountain. You know, you don't even have to hit the brakes. You just let off the gas and the mountain slows you down. Nope. This motherfucker pedaled to the floor in his dumb fucking Dodge Ram, tailgating the fucking shit out of me up a mountain. And then as soon as I pull over to let him pass, he is so fucking gone. Again, I continue down the road, maybe another mile, and I don't see him at all. He is gone. What the fuck? Yeah, because the whole point is these assholes in the area are watching my streams, and they know they are. That's all that's happening. They're a bunch of MAGA fucking assholes watching my streams, and they're doing this. And then they come across my stream, and they see it. And instead of realizing that they're not being adults endangering others' lives, they act even more dumb and double down on it and type some stupid fucking dumb shit in chat. Okay, asshole piece of shit motherfucker. What if somebody did that and it was your mother driving on the road at night and she couldn't see? And she's just in her car and you're in your giant truck. And she's blinded by your fucking headlights and she can barely see. The reflections on the road are getting to her. She's got a headache. She can barely keep her eyes open as it is. She's just trying to get home. And it's slippery. It's fucking snowy. It's icy. And then you're acting like a complete fucking douchebag. Yeah, we didn't just pass several accidents last night because of ice. There wasn't a fucking SUV on its goddamn side because of ice last night. And then this asshole is behind me swerving around all over the place. I literally just last night passed 2 different accidents that happened because of fucking people that weren't driving slow enough. And guess what? Both were because of trucks. Both. Both of them were because of trucks. Both of them. Both. Still think you deserve the right? Still think your truck shouldn't be regulated? Still think everybody should be driving them? And you think it's a woke concept now? Thinking about how in just one night, I drive past 2 people that had accidents that were involved with trucks. And then again, I'm complaining about how trucks are the ones that people are buying to intimidate other drivers. It's what they're driving. It's the thing that is happening. They're using larger vehicles for intimidation. I very rarely see a car doing it. Car doesn't fucking dare do that shit. Does it for a couple seconds, then stops and realizes I'm just a car. Nope, they do it because they know when they have an accident, they're fine. That's how disgusting it is. So again, I will say to you, they're doing it on purpose. Just like the fucking piece of shit that shot the woman in the face and then pretended like she wasn't driving away from him. Then they did, then these pieces of shits did not call EMS. I have news for you. Even when a cop shoots a guy with a gun that had a gun on him, immediately EMS runs over and tends to the person. This motherfucking piece of trash shot a woman, an innocent civilian, in the face 3 fucking times and then ordered EMS not to tend to her. Can we go ahead and start using the execution chair for those people? Can we do that, please? I don't hate anybody, and I don't want to get rid of or execute anybody. I don't actually agree with it. But somebody that's that hateful and looks for every excuse to cover... Again, he had just gotten away with shooting her 3 times in the face and was so quick to not have her... Like, again, he didn't care. He shot her and then didn't care. He covered it up immediately. He's a criminal. He's literally somebody masquerading to do that job just to murder people. That's all that tells me. That's the behavior it tells me. So, can we, for those people? Like seriously, I don't agree with it on any circumstance. But if you look for an opportunity, if very obviously do a job to protect and serve, and then you use that, you use what we give you, that this very important position, this position of power, your gun and your badge, to do evil. I think that is worse, because think about how it's premeditated around every corner. It's not like this guy's actually got a problem. No, it's premeditated. He knows he wants to harm people. What the Can we start recognizing a problem here? That guy's a piece of trash. So yeah, I don't agree with harming people and that as a solution and stuff like that, but start talking about stuff like that's the one time where I'm like, oh man. I put myself in the husband's position. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think of. Like, I just think of that. Like this husband, this widow now, like, I just, what the fuck? You know, he's gonna feel that way. That's the point. You have to understand, he's gonna feel that way. He's gonna want somebody to take justice into their own hands the same way that this piece of trash ended, you know, like his wife. That's how he's gonna feel. He's gonna feel like justice wasn't served until that happens. I'm just saying, if I put myself in his shoes, that's how I feel. I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that, because I typically don't. I don't typically agree with that. But if I put myself in his position and I choose to bear those feelings, that's how I end up feeling. I end up feeling like that. I truthfully would have trouble not feeling very, very vengeful and wanting to go after that guy. And so that's why all these people are going after ICE and stuff like that. They're literally committing acts of terror, terrorizing people, kidnapping them, and committing crimes. And they're not being held accountable. So that's why people are going after them. Period. And it is rational. It is. Police don't do that. You don't see police making a huge habit of showing up in cities and randomly ransacking people's cars, ripping them out of it, and nope, just ICE. So, again, we need to get this under control, and law enforcement already needed infrastructure bill. They didn't get it, so the resources are already tight. And then here I am complaining about how they don't get the education to properly be the best law enforcement they can. So it just comes down to them not getting those resources and education that they could be. Like, think about it like this. How I keep telling you guys we're all dumber than we should be. Okay, so the FBI should be smarter too. I mean, Jesus Christ, Kash Patel is fucking chugging beers with the fucking hockey team. That guy's a fucking retard. Okay? The FBI is being dumbed down, okay? He fires competent people like James Comey, okay? Same thing is happening with police, okay? Where, again, the police aren't getting their infrastructure. They're not getting... Already it's dwindling, okay? So, everybody's dumber. Everybody's devolved well past what they should be. The whole point is, I'm admitting to it. We have to own up to it. We're dumb. America's dumb. We are devolving. And it's happening because of the Orange Man. It's on purpose. That's the point. He doesn't do anything. He takes it backwards. He's a dictator. It's exactly like that. Should have been infrastructure so that the states can actually handle what they're used to handling for budgeting. Otherwise, they're going to be really, really behind on their budgets, and they are. Just all of a sudden, out of nowhere. And then, again, you don't pass the infrastructure. Already the police were, again, the FBI is dumber than they should have been. And then arguably they already had their problems and stuff like that, so they needed to improve, but then instead of improving him, he fired the competent guy and hired the guy that's chugging beers. So how is it ever going to get any better? You're supposed to make it better, not worse. The guy with chugging beers is supposedly better? And again, he wasn't even qualified in the first fucking place. Neither is Pete Hegseth. Neither is Pam Bondi. I mean, Jesus Christ, think about the stunts they're performing in the public's eye. Where again, they're not doing normal fucking things in their positions. They're just performing publicity stunts, and Pam Bondi is fucking doing drugs while she's testifying, she's tweaking out and shit while she's trying to testify. It's absurd. And this is why your government's not getting infrastructure passed, because again, Donald Trump's a fucking retard that can't do a goddamn thing. That guy's deteriorating in front of you. And again, what a joke. What a fucking joke. You actually think this guy is doing anything? You're a goddamn retard. You are fucking stupid. Dumb. Have something intelligent to say instead of, again, something else that's dumb. Please, for the love of God, if you sit here and you say, again, if you're even thinking dumb fucking things, even a single fucking thing that you have ever said before of why you support this stupid fucking retard, you're continuing to be dumb because you have lost every debate so far. There is nothing credible. You're just continuing the same illogic fucking stupid. There is nothing. He is completely stupid. The man is literally fucking falling asleep and deteriorating in front of you, all while he called Sleepy Joe Biden Sleepy Joe Biden. Okay? Fuck this asshole. Fuck him. Right in his stupid fucking orange goddamn clown face. What a joke. What a fucking joke. What a stupid fucking waste of space that man is. What a waste of space. He's fat, old, dumb. Paint his face orange. He can't even sit up anymore. And meanwhile, this faggot is commanding all of these troops that, again, are infinitely more respectable than him. What an asshole. What a stupid fucking asshole. And meanwhile, electricity rates go from 1 month to the next. They go from $300, then again to $800, and then again to $1,100 in consecutive months in a row under Trump, with absolutely zero increase in usage. Yep, just that much of an increase for no reason except, again, we're in Trump's piece of fucking trash administration. And again, he doesn't pass infrastructure or do anything. He just gives tax breaks to the billionaires and calls it a big, beautiful fucking bill. All while raising your fucking taxes. He is a fucking piece of trash. What a fucking joke. And now he's going to go to war with Iran. What a joke. What a fucking joke. What an orange piece of trash. Talking about a guy that, like, not a single one of his voters would be caught fucking dead wearing the makeup that he wears. Yep. They'd call you a pussy or a sissy, or like this is how they are. That's exactly how his base is. They're all a bunch of fucking beer swilling fucking man rights, men everything bullshit. Again, these are the same fucking people that when we were trying to support Harris and stuff like that, we had fucking shitloads of douchebag assholes spamming my chat saying that they're not voting for her because she's, because a man needs to be president. And they were saying this shit. And this is exactly what they were saying. And they're trying to pretend like they weren't saying it. This is exactly what they were saying. All of them were saying it. That is his base. Womanizing motherfucking douchebags. Sexist pieces of shits. They're racist bullies. They're just bullies. That's all they are. They're bullies. They're people that bully people. Sexist, racist, doesn't matter. They just sit there and this is how they treat people. That's his base. Them. Disgraceful. Disgusting. So stupid. And then again, you don't ever read anything. Your reading comprehension's nothing. So that's why you don't know anything. You don't fucking look it up. You don't read it. You're just, again, you're stupid as fuck, and you continue to pretend to be stupid. Oh, let's just pretend to be stupid forever. Dirk-a-dirk-a-dirkity-dur. It's like the asshole that was an asshole to me my whole life. And then I realized he was an asshole. I should have realized it before, but I really, really realized he was an asshole and decided to do things to separate myself from him. Once I realized that he was starting to tell me things like, like the empire was right and stuff like that. Like shit like that. Where like just that much of a retard, where he actually thinks that the empire was like not a joke, not a, you know, like, again, this guy views politics this way. He wants a dictator. He wants, again, like that, he agrees with that. And again, this dumb. You know, again, that's what he was saying around the time when Trump was becoming president and stuff like that. Like, again, he knew what he was voting for. They're voting for fucking dictatorships and like that's the point. It's autocracy. They're fucking stupid. They don't know what it actually means. They just think it's right. Because, you know, Star Wars. Fucking retards. Literally just dumb fucking people that don't know the reality of what that means. They're just people that... And again, this guy, he's the biggest dumbass dork, too. Like, he never did anything difficult. You know what I mean? Like, he's always the guy... He's really smart, unfortunately. Fortunately. But, like, he never did anything difficult. You know what I mean? Like, he never actually, like, worked for much of anything. And anytime he did, he always whined about it. He's that dude. And quite frankly, the guys that act like this, that swerve around behind me, anytime I ever met them at a job and stuff like that, and it was the same behavior, that type of person, that's how they always acted. They always acted like they were the type of people that worked harder than everybody else. But then, all they would ever do is disappear. Never show up for work. And, like vanish while they were there and stuff like that. Like, they would find reasons to, like, just disappear. These are those people. Yep. Convenient how I can call out that behavior, isn't it? Isn't that amazing how that works? How I can call out that behavior? Isn't that funny? Isn't that interesting? Oh, I wonder why I can do that. Wonder if that means that that's not an adult being an adult. I wonder if that means that that's a predictable set of behavior that's toxic. Where, you know, again, you're not an adult being an adult. You're just fucking being a retard. Well, anyway, thanks for watching.